Okay, we're working in the shop today, petting our golden-eyed little Brittany, our shop dog, Stella. Oh, you just want all the attention. We gotta get to work. So, what are we working on today? Well, showed you guys last week that we painted the Nash, finally painted the Nash. It's got some issues. I gotta buff it and fix a few runs, and I actually missed a spot on the where I taped the seam at the bottom on the wrong side, so I didn't get any paint on one of the seams, so I gotta fix that. But it's looking good. I want to talk to you guys about a project car. Well, it's not a project car, it's a customer's car that came in. Whenever a car comes in from New York, you can pretty much double the mileage. They've lived twice the life of any other car. And here in the Northwest, we have no rust, we have no salt, we have no snow usually, a lot of rain, but it very seldom snows, and we don't have any snow plows or snow equipment, or I don't know, maybe we do now. But this car was kind of unusual, as is most cars that come from New York. This is a 2007 Honda Civic. I got the hood up because I'm working on some stuff, and I finally diagnosed what's going on with it. But it was a head scratcher. So it came in, customer said it had no power, definitely had no power. Check engine light was flashing. I scanned the check engine light, and it was a code misfire on number 1, so I think that's a P0301. So I pulled out the spark plug, just assumed that it had a bad spark plug or misfiring on a coil. Spark plugs looked okay, they were pretty wore out, replaced them, and then it still misfired. So I swapped coils, knowing that the number 2 one was good because I could pull them off while I was running. And I was like, wow, that usually means it's got a dead hole. So I did a compression test, 190 psi, which is really good. And that usually means the fuel injector is bad, which for a single fuel injector on a Honda to go bad is ultra rare. But I was like, okay. So I ordered a fuel injector. Arrived today, took 3 days. The car's been sitting here. Got the cowl off, going to replace the fuel injector, and look what I found. This is the harness wire for that fuel injector, and you can see a mouse chewed the wire in half. I don't know if you can see that right there. See that brown wire right there? So a mouse has been sitting in there, chewed on the wire, and disconnected the fuel injector number 1, which is a good thing. That means the fuel injector is not bad, and my theory was not bad, that these things never lose fuel injectors, but it's like, wow, how did that happen? Now, that's just a weird deal. So I'm hoping that I can get a little splice in there, solder that up, and she'll be on her way. But I'm like, wow, that's just wacky stuff. So, all right, so I think I've solved this. I'll know here in a little bit, but I'm almost positive that that's why this thing is only running on 3 cylinders and feels like a tractor from the 1930s. Has no power at all. Could barely get off the tow truck with it. So there's your tip and trick for the day, is you got to look for the obvious things. Don't just buy a bunch of parts like I did. I bought this fuel injector thinking that's got to be it. But I should have pulled that off first and inspected. I just never would have thought there'd be some mouse damage. Okay, well, Stella wants to go out there and chase those mice, so we're going to open the door and let her roll. Let's let her rip. You ready to go, Stella? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, boy. There she goes. Go get them, girl. All right, you guys have a good day. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me in the shop today, and for future videos, especially on the Nash here. Stay tuned. It looks really good, and I'm really excited. But it needs a coat of clear, so we're going to do some more work to it. Thanks for watching.